Today we're driving a 2017 Ford Fiesta ST. I'm here with substitute TheTopher.
Greetings.
This popped up at our local Ford dealer, Gene Buttman Ford, and I said, you know what, I haven't been in a Ford Fiesta ST in quite a while. It's time to drive another one. Little did I know, this one has been straight piped. We've got a slightly different shift knob down here, and this probably has been tuned because it torque steers like crazy.
It does feel a little bit quicker than stock.
Yeah.
I would assume.
The standard Fiesta ST did not have too many issues with torque steer. So this is a 2017, which means that it is the refreshed Fiesta ST. They refreshed and made some changes in 2016 to the suspension tuning, which is actually pretty important because the original Fiesta ST was way too stiff, and this actually rides great. They softened the spring rates, retuned the dampers, and added stiffer sway bars and torsion beams to the front and rear. And they also made a few engine tweaks for reliability and just durability. But overall, this is a really nice package from the factory. Unfortunately, the straight piped exhaust makes it a little bit obnoxious, but hopefully the audio doesn't blow out too much in this video.
Yeah.
It's kind of an unassuming looking little hot hatch in black. I actually quite like it.
Yeah.
Got these 17-inch wheels, a decent back seat. I mean, it's...
The legroom test.
Yeah, we can do the legroom test. I'm 5'10",
There you go.
seated behind myself. I fit because
Not
there
too
is
bad.
this little indent, but I guess you wouldn't be like hurting the people in front of you too much. Anyway, 5'10", I can fit back here quite comfortably. I even have a little bit of headroom, which is nice. Very bargain basement econobox interior, but I'm so used to seeing these things as rally cars in Dirt Rally or something like that, that I actually really like this interior. It's very spacious in the front seat. It actually feels a little more open than the Ford Focus ST, I think. I don't know.
Which
Just
you think
more
would be
room.
the other way around.
I know. Here, we'll show you guys the back hatch while we hold on to this license plate. Not a lot of space, but enough space. I know plenty of enthusiasts who love their Fiesta STs, daily drive them. It's their only car. Oh, look at that. It's full size, a nice little spare tire back there. There's actually quite a bit of room under this little shelf.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, that's not going anywhere.
Thank you.
Little subtle spoiler at the top. Really skinny tires. We're on winter tires today. Pirelli Sato Zeros. Ooh, and just getting that catless downpipe smell.
It's yummy.
It's yummy. Yeah, you just gotta watch out for potholes in these cars.
Yeah.
I think the last Fiesta ST I drove was a 2014, so it didn't have the refreshed suspension. Let's take this out on the road and see what it's like. This Fiesta ST has an open diff up front, but there are a lot of electronics doing their best impression of a limited slip. So we'll leave traction control on at first, and then we'll turn things off and see how it reacts to the extra power going through this, was it 1.6 liter?
1.6.
Yeah, all right.
6 liter EcoBoost.
EcoBoost.
From the factory was rated at under 200 horsepower, but this one is definitely
Yes.
over.
Yes, it is. Now, I was so bummed that Ford discontinued the Focus and Fiesta STs
Yeah.
shortly after this, but what was the last year of the Fiesta ST? Was it 2018?
18.
2019?
19, I think
Okay.
19. Yeah.
A few
'cause Focus
2019s
was
came
18.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is still one of my favorite hatchbacks of all time. Turn our headlights on for safety.
That pulls so hard all the way up to red.
It feels pretty good.
Yeah.
I've never driven a modified one of these with an exhaust. Without an exhaust, the engine almost sounds like a rotary. It has this really weird induction tube sound that's piped in from the engine bay.
Yeah.
But you don't get a lot of that with this. Yeah, this is healthy, that's for sure.
I think this thing's only got like 18,000 miles on it, right?
Yeah.
Does it say over there?
Yes, somewhere. I don't know where my info button is.
I think it's on the left stalk you press
Left.
per trip.
2,000 miles on it.
Wow.
Exactly.
So it's pretty fresh still.
Yeah, it is. Brakes feel good. The drone on the overrun is pretty bad.
It's just the true Fiesta ST experience.
It is, yeah. This smells a little bit dank on the interior. Chris did his best job at cleaning this out for us, but
We tried.
it's kind of hard to get rid of certain smells.
I just stuck the vacuum in here and tried to suck the air out of it.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
The traction control is interesting. It allows just a little bit of wheel spin initially, and then it kind of bites down and distributes the power to the other side of the axle.
Yeah. I can see that through the steering wheel.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a good one. Unpredictable pops and bangs.
Unpredictable exhaust.
Yeah. That was a clutch in bang.
These are such happy little cars.
They are.
Like, it's so much fun.
They really are happy. That's the best way to describe them. The shifter, this doesn't have a short throw, which I'm actually glad it doesn't have a short throw because it's a pretty nice shifter from the factory. A little bit of a longer throw, but just satisfying and easy and light. There is not another car like this on the market anymore.
No.
I guess the Veloster N is kind of the closest thing.
Quite a bit bigger though.
It's quite a bit larger, yeah. The Mini is just a numb fest,
Yep.
and
And bigger than this.
it's still bigger than this, yeah. No, this was such a great little package when it came out. I remember when I was in college and the Fiesta movement was happening, and I was out in the middle of like Utah or somewhere random on a
Yeah.
geology field trip, and I saw a Fiesta movement car, and that's all I was excited about for that stop. I could care less about whatever we were doing in our
Didn't care
class
about
that
the
day.
rocks?
Didn't care about the rocks. And I've always said too that if I didn't want a rear-wheel drive car with my BRZ purchase in 2014, I would have bought one of these. Front end is nice and darty. Even on winter tires in the wet, pretty good amount of grip. Ooh,
That's a big vibration.
that's a big one. But 3,000 RPM on the highway, this is livable.
Yeah, it's actually not bad.
Yeah, so top tip, if you straight pipe your Fiesta ST, which I wouldn't recommend, you won't have any drone below 3,000 RPM. Oh, but above 3,000 RPM, your ears will bleed.
And your butt will vibrate.
It limits you, though, to 79 miles an hour,
It's true.
which is a pretty safe speed. For us having a dank smelling interior with tinted windows and a straight exhaust. I mean, we're reliving someone's high school experience.
I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
got into this car this morning and I was like, I'm going back to my roots. I
Yeah.
was like, this is like reminds me of high school because I worked at the dealership this car is from. I ordered cars in high school.
Yeah, that's right.
And I used to drive these things all the time.
Yeah, I don't want to go over 78 miles an hour in this because it sounds so terrible.
So yeah,
Ride quality is fantastic. This is such a big improvement over the original Fiesta ST. The updated spring rates, the adjusted dampers. I mean, this is as comfortable as any other.
yeah.
I think it's more comfortable than some other hot hatches. It feels
Yeah.
less stiff than like a GTI or a Veloster N or.
100%. Ford usually takes a minute to get it right. Like the first couple
Yeah.
model years of their cars ride like crap,
Yes.
and then when the refresh comes out, then it's better.
No, that is a consistent thing that I've noticed with Ford, and
Yeah.
they over damp all of their cars initially,
Yeah.
and the original Fiesta ST was way too stiff. It was, I mean, it felt like you were in a sporty hot hatch, but it was needlessly stiff.
Yeah.
It was maybe a little bit more active of a chassis. Like you felt like you were entering into lift-off oversteer a little bit more than you do in this. This feels a little bit more solid and more stable at high speeds. But I think the trade-off is well worth it, especially on bumpy Michigan roads.
Yeah. It's funny you say that about the lift-off oversteer thing and being a more active chassis, because when I would autocross, I would watch these things go around,
Yeah.
and they would three-wheel
Oh,
around
of course.
corners.
Yeah.
Like, they would lift a wheel going around tight corners. I always thought that was so funny.
And I'm sure this still will, just because that short wheelbase just loves to cock a wheel.
Yeah.
But, oh man. It's funny because the Focus ST actually had way more oversteer than these Fiestas. These Fiestas were a little bit more buttoned down. And you could get lift-off oversteer in a Focus ST at like 15 miles an hour. It was silly. You just turn into an entrance or an entrance ramp or a roundabout. Oh my gosh, roundabouts off throttle were just ridiculous. You were always counter steering. I was like, are you sure this is front wheel drive? Let's turn on sport mode, which is how you turn off traction control to turn on sport mode. So let's do that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not crazy about this shift knob.
Me either.
It's a little bit funky looking. Is it a Mountoon shift knob? I think that's the Mountoon
I thought
logo.
it was Mishimoto.
Mishimoto, that could be it too.
It's probably Mountain though.
It just has an M on it.
Yeah.
I haven't driven a truly obnoxious car in a long time.
Yeah.
This is fun. Well, I guess the Elantra N was a little bit obnoxious, but that was like something you could turn off at a moment's notice. That was really fun.
This is permanent obnoxious.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
All
one
right.
tap of that puts you in sport then?
One tap puts us in sport.
Okay.
So it will blow up the front and side wheel. Cool. All right. Sport mode. Lots of wheel spin.
Yes.
I've got to say though, overall, for the extra power that's going through this car, it handles it really well. I mean, there's probably like 220 horsepower here.
That's about what it feels like.
Yeah.
That's what my butt dyno is telling me.
Yes, exactly. It's just enough to kind of add in a little bit of torque steer and some shenanigans. The traction control does do a really nice job getting this car rotated around a corner on throttle, though. It's a very convincing limited slip differential. You get that initial wheel spin, and then it just kind of dials it all in. It's nice. Sorry, neighbors. I just feel like I'm in a little rally car.
Yeah.
Pedals are a little funky for heel toe downshifts, but it's easy to rev match.
Yeah. I like distinctly remember driving one of these for the first time when I was like 17, and I just couldn't believe how much more I liked it than the Focus ST.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't expecting it. Like, I had never driven one of these, and it's like, oh, it's just a crummy little Fiesta. Then I actually drove one, and I was like, holy crap, this thing is awesome.
No, that's how I've always felt. These are just great little cars.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna let Chris drive for a little bit. I always feel kind of bad because we do these videos together, and I never let the poor guy drive.
POV passenger seat impressions.
I know. Go get it.
I do not love cars that have tinted windows.
No, they're so hard to see out of. I saw something on the internet the other day that It was a window tint that was one way, but someone had installed it backwards.
Oh, no.
So you couldn't see out, but people could see in.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. This is a really pretty spacious interior. Like,
Yeah.
I have plenty of room to my sides, to my leg. This armrest is a little bit far ahead, but
Let's back a little bit. There we go.
a car for the youth. Definitely feels a little bit quicker from the passenger seat.
It does, yeah.
It's
It's so
roll
funny.
onto the power.
These cars, they all sound the same no matter what exhaust you put on them.
Yeah.
Or if you straight pipe them, or no matter what, they all sound exactly the same. Here, brake test.
Yes.
Mr.
Brand new brakes.
UPS man here. And it's foggy out, so like I can't really see anything.
Yeah, watch out for brown Santa.
I do love the clutch and shifter feel on this car in every Ford manual transmission. Even like the new Bronco.
I know, it feels a little bit like this, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. It really does.
There's just a lightness and an easiness to the shifting action that's very nice. Oh yeah, that second gear pull.
It's quick.
It is quick.
It's like properly
Yeah.
quick. Oh man, such a fun little car.
It is.
Now all of the teenagers are forced to drive Echo Sports.
That's right. Ah, what a miserable existence.
I know. The best time to be a teenager at a Ford dealership was 2018, because that was the last year of this car. Or 2019, sorry.
2019, yeah.
So,
It'd be cool. I would still consider like picking up a clean late model version of one of these Fiesta STs.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a car that will just kind of go down in history as one of the great hot hatches. And I
Yeah.
think as long as you don't mess with them too much, they're pretty reliable. They're pretty stout.
no backup camera.
No backup cameras.
Try not to crash. All right.
They're just such a good size.
Mechanical.
Yeah.
Brake.
Now, I liked how European all of the hatchbacks that Ford was making felt from this era. I mean, for so long they were kind of holding out on us with all the European good stuff, and they finally brought it to the United States, and then they took it away.
Yeah.
But it's just, they're the right size. They dynamically are so much fun to drive. This whole interface here is kind of funny.
Yeah.
We've got knobs for fan speed and temperature climate control, but the knobs don't actually have any indicators on them. The indicators are right in this little display here. Yeah, just hit the accessory mode. Yeah, so you can see if you turn the fan speed dial, you can actually see your fan speed in the screen, but not right here. Same with the temperature, which is actually fine. That's okay.
Yeah.
What is this?
I think that's for night mode. Or is it for ambient lighting? Oh, wait. Oh, it's ambient lighting.
It's ambient lighting.
It's
Okay.
on my feet. Oh, you're
All right.
changing colors.
Yeah, so purple,
Pink.
green, white.
I kind of like that. The
Yeah,
simplicity of that.
That's neat.
Is it just on our
Otherwise,
feet?
these would be heated seat controls, wouldn't they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This car is super base. It just has the base model seats, not the Recaros.
That's right.
I don't
Oh,
mind
here's
these
your
seats,
lumbar adjustment.
though. Whoa.
Look at that. I haven't seen a physical lumbar
It's kind of
lever
extreme
in a
there.
long time. That's fun. Little tiny center console, proper handbrake. Oh, you get ambient lighting in the cup holders too. Orange, green.
Ford was a little ahead of the game as far as manufacturers that weren't Mercedes when it came to ambient lighting.
That's right. No, they were having a little bit of fun. My GTI had pretty good ambient lighting.
Oh, did it really?
In the footwells, yeah.
I'm a Ford.
All right, Chris, final thoughts on the Fiesta ST, on the Fist.
I love this thing, and when I found out that Ford was killing these off, it was like the tip of the iceberg for this. They killed this, they killed the Focus, and then they
know.
killed the Fusion.
Such a bummer.
So sad. Ford had something so good going, and Europe got a really cool new Fiesta ST.
The turbo 3-cylinder
Yeah.
sounds so cool. It's like a little mini V6, you know, or
Yeah,
inline 6.
Right. So
Yeah.
overall, fabulous car. Don't know that I would straight pipe mine, but I really enjoyed driving this today. So
No, I think if you could still get your hands on a clean one of these, which shouldn't be too hard because
Yeah.
they're not that old.
this one's for sale.
This one's for sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could demodify this a little bit, and I think you'd have a pretty solid little driver. Yeah, looks good in black too. Just
It does.
a little wolf in wolf's clothing.
Yeah.
I like these little pop outs where you jack the car up.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Convenient, so you don't mess up your side skirt.
Absolutely. Yeah, just a good era for styling too. Alright guys, well that's it for this one. This has been the Topher and Substitute Topher with a straight piped Fiesta ST. Bound to be a good day. Alright, we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.